Good morning, everyone. This is Pankaj Rathi from Almas Risk Consulting. Jairam sir would be on a leave this week. Me, Pankaj, and Sikhar would be covering the market developments. So today morning, China and Hong Kong equity market are lower because of Chinese data showed that their economy grew for quarter 3 slowly than expected. It grew at 4.9% vis-a-vis expectations of 5%. The primary reasons quoted are electricity shortage, supply bottlenecks, and the continued jitters over property sector. That led into a fall of around 1.6% in a Chinese index. What we are seeing and observing these days is basically all central bankers and maybe all developed market data point have started showing inflation eaching up. The recent one is New Zealand, which has inflation has grown at 2.2%. All have started indicating that there would be some kind of a stimulus withdrawing activities will happen across the globe. And that leads to a stronger New Zealand dollar today morning. GBP is also continuing to do well because they are the other central banker expected to raise rates. US also short-term interest rates, short-term interest yields started moving higher. US Treasury yield has actually curve had flattened again. US 2-year security yield moved 2 basis higher to 41 basis, while the 10-year UST trading at 1.59%, which is lower than the very recently it was dealing at 1.60%. Commodities currencies are expected to do well: Canadian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and Australian dollar. What we observed also last week, there was a higher volatility in gold. Gold moved from 1755, 1760 to 1800 and came back to 1765 again. Today morning is dealing at 1765. So it looks like there is a neutral point around 1765, 1770. It can go down maximum up to 1730, 35 this week, where we see our bias is slightly positive on the gold. We might exceed 1805, 1840 in coming weeks. Bitcoin, the another crypto and the main crypto, leading crypto, is now expected to reach or maybe approaching an all-time high of $64,895. Currently, it's dealing at 62,000. 10-year US Treasury, 10-year Indian GSEC is almost at 18 months high and dealing at 6.33, which also started indicating that the RBI, which was trying to manage that 10-year yield at a certain level, they have actually are now on a hands-off approach. Crude oil, Brent crude oil particularly is dealing at a 3 years high of 85.82 per barrel. The continued upswing in crude oil is basically will keep dollar rupee also on a bidding side. During this week, we expect that dollar rupee should be in the range of 74.70 and 75.40. There is some expectation of inflows coming in. That's all from me.
Okay, good morning all. This is Shikhar here, Shikhar Garg, filling in for Mr. Jairam Krishnamurthy. On the macro front, we have quite an interesting week ahead. US markets are preparing for a numerous earnings release, while the Chinese markets have already provided the economic data release, as we have mentioned earlier. The Bank of India, Bank of Indonesia are going ahead with their rate decision, while the Fed chairman, Mr. Jerome Powell, is going for a meeting with the US panel for discussions on Friday. On the trade front, we still see the supply chain bottlenecks persisting. Global ports are getting even more congested, and as a bottleneck in one corner of the globe exacerbates or compounds, the supply chain issues across the globe increases. We can see Shenzhen and many other ports having more than 100 containers being waiting for 2-3 days, sometimes even 7 days in different parts of the world. So the supply chain bottleneck is just not seeing any end. ECB's Lagarde was found maintaining the same commentary of inflation being largely transitory. And on the monetary policy front, they are committed to preserving the favorable financing conditions for all the sectors of the economy. On the US front, it is again interesting that with all the crises, with all the pandemic, numerous resurgence of the outbreaks, tax cuts, and every other thing in the past few months, US had seen the biggest surge in tax revenues in the 44 years. Now that's something good pointer for the central bankers to evaluate whether they still have to continue with this high stimulus packages. On the technical front, dollar index took support around 93.80 levels, and any move below will warrant the strength in euro and GBP. And as Mr. Pankaj has already mentioned, Bitcoin is near all-time high. Gold saw some bit of correction. So brace for a good volatile week with all the earnings and every sort of data released this week. That's it. Thank you.